Hi guys, Debbie Pitts Palmer here, DPP coming to you live. My service is not the greatest where I am. I'm in this room, so the connection is kind of weak. But I just wanted to address something, guys. I get questions in my inbox all the time, if not in my inbox or texting me, and people always asking, how do you get sales all the time? What are you doing? What system do you have? How do you do it all? How do you make it all come together? How do you earn trips? How do you get the annual sales? How do you get the annual mentor? How are you building your team? Okay, first of all, let me say this. I have been with Cincy for December will be 16 years. 16 years coming up soon. And my answer is never going to be one answer. I know that a lot of people looking for like a one answer thing. There's not a one answer in the things that I do. So if I roll something off and tell you what I did to make this happen, I'll be missing some stuff because there's so many things that come together. So if I say that I get these great sales from working events only, I'll leave the other things out. So if I say that I am online like now doing social media sharing, I will leave the events out. Or if I just say I'm online doing the online sharing, but then I leave out the follow-up. So if I just say the follow-up, then I can leave out the fact that sometimes I do fundraisers. Or if I just say fundraisers, then I may leave out the fact that I pass out samples at all of my events, or when I'm in the store, when I'm traveling. Or if I just say that, I might just leave out that I'm on all social media platforms like TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. So if I just say that, I am going to leave out that I do training in my workstation, because Cincy has some amazing training in our workstation, that this is how I train myself at the very beginning when I didn't have the support that I needed. My friend is so amazing. She's my sponsor, but we signed up together. So I just kind of just took upon myself to spend a lot of time in my workstation and also on YouTube. But let's say that I went to YouTube, but what do I say? And what do I do after I've done my training? Well, am I applying what I learned? So many times I find that we're afraid to apply what we learned. So let's say that I learned how to apply and I use what I learned, and I stop right there. So I can't stop right there. I got to keep pursuing things. And guess what, guys? I got to be consistent. If I'm not consistent, all the other things don't matter. Then I got to believe in myself. If I don't believe in myself, none of this stuff matters. And then I have to do it and not make excuses. And if I didn't make excuses, or if I made excuses, none of the other stuff would even matter. Okay? Now, what if I didn't bring my family into my business? Okay, what if I didn't ask them to play a role in what I do? Because that's what I do. What if I didn't do that? Okay, what if I were afraid? I don't know if I said that already. What if I were afraid to do all the things that I mentioned? What if I didn't do parties? What if I did not do home parties? What if I did not do virtual parties? What if I didn't do that? So whenever somebody come to me and say, how do you have strong sales every month? And how do you build your team every month? I couldn't give them one answer because I do so many things. And I've heard people say, well, what do you do for your team? How do you lead your team? I lead them the way I work my business. What things I do, I have them to watch what I do. I always say, look, follow me, follow my lead, watch what I do. And everything I do, I post it here and I post it on all the places. And I tell them, look, go for it and share whatever you see that I share. So let me tell you what are some of the things that I do for my brand new team members. This is something new, guys. I'm always learning. I'm always doing something different. I'm not afraid to try stuff because sometimes things that we do don't work anymore. I mean, it just don't. Sometimes we can't always rely on what we have done in the past. I can't do what I did 15 years ago and expect it to work now. I've got to always be in a position to learn and shift Okay. So believe you me, guys, I learned a lot from my team members who are new. Yep, I do. A lot of my team members who are new, I learn from them, because this is what I find is that if you don't have an open mind to grow, you won't grow. If you don't learn how to shift, you won't grow. So I always open up to listen to them too, to see what they're doing. So whenever my new team members join, I always ask them to send me a picture so I can welcome them. Thank God for ChatGPT. That's something else. Lord have mercy, because sometimes I just don't know what to say. How many times you just don't know what to say? You're like, what am I going to say today? Thank God for ChatGPT. So what I do, I have my team members to send me a picture, and then I go to ChatGPT and do a welcome. And I always challenge all of my new team members. I do the same thing over and over and over, so I won't forget, because my memory is kind of short, okay? So I have to do the same thing over and over and over, otherwise I won't remember, because I'm telling you guys, I won't forget, I won't remember. And I always use my notes in my phone. If you got an iPhone, there's a section for notes. I put everything in the notes so I can copy and paste. So I always challenge all my new team members to sell 28 fragrance flowers. Okay, even my team members who struggle, I challenge them to sell 28 fragrance flowers. Let me tell you why. Because when you sell 28 fragrance flowers, it'll hit you get to $500. So within the first 15 days, I am getting them to aim for shooting star. And now that we got this $300 in free products, like boom, get it. They can get it. And it's easy to sell, right? So I've had many of them to hit that level. So that's what I do. I give them the verbiage and the challenge, and I also give them the pictures. And the next thing I do is that I open up a VIP group for them on Facebook. I do it. Now, in the past, I used to have them to do it, but sometimes they didn't do it right. So I do it myself. I open up the group for them, invite them to it, and have them to become the admin. So I have them to invite all their friends and family. And in this group, I'm helping them. To help them get started. Now, I always say, look, don't limit yourself to that space, because I find that so many people place limitations on what they do in their business. So don't place limitations is what I tell them. You want to go out there on your regular Facebook page, TikTok, wherever you are, put it out there. Do a quick blast. Let everybody know what you're doing, okay? So we do that, and I'm always cheering them on. So let me tell you guys, it's the little things that matter. Let's say that they are struggling with getting sales, but they're still showing up. I cheer them on for that. I cheer them on for just showing up, because that's big. Because sometimes I often tell them, a lot of people don't know what Scentsy is. I'm working at an event right now. People don't know what Scentsy is, guys. I meet people all the time, never heard of it. They don't have a clue what Scentsy is. That means that we had a lot of people to talk to educate. So let me tell you what I do, guys, when I work my events. So I'm in a room. So when people are standing outside the room, I say, come on in where it smells good. I know this got your attention because you are standing right here and you're smelling blueberry cheesecake. Come on in where it smells good. So once they come in, I give them a sample. So here's my sample right here. I'm going to hand this sample to them because they don't know what Scentsy is. Now, even if they knew what Scentsy was, I'm going to still give them this because it's got my information on it. It's got the blueberry cheesecake sample in there, okay? What is that? They'll say, what is that? That's a sample of wax. Now, I'm going to tell you about these systems that I have. So when they come in, I'll let them know, look, I have all these systems. And I have systems to make your house smell good, systems to make your workplace smell good, systems for your car, systems to help clean your house, all the systems. I use that now. That's something new. I haven't used that before. I'm using it now. So in the past, I used to say, come on in here and take a look at these waxing warmers. These warmers can send up to 3 rooms in your house. They're pretty amazing. They come with a lifetime warranty. They're handmade ceramic and all the things. Now, all the beauty, okay? And there's no two alike. Okay, I have that conversation going. But now I use systems. Like, come on in here. Let me show you these systems that I have. So this system here, the wax and warmers, will send up to 3 rooms in your house. No joke. That is really what got my attention, because when I joined Scentsy, I tell that story every time. I tell them about that grapevine warmer and that beach bar. Like, when I put that warmer on, oh my goodness, you can smell it in the kitchen, the family room. As soon as you hit the door, you can smell that. And they validate what I say, because they can smell it down the hall, round the corner, okay? One warmer. Like, the value is in that warmer. So sometimes when they come in, they'll say, oh, I got one of them. And I say, where you buy it from? Where'd you get it from? Oh, did you get it from the store? Yeah, that's not Scentsy. Let me show you the difference between that and Scentsy. And I'll tell them the difference because I used to work in an insurance company, so I'm big on safety, okay? I'll show them the name Scentsy on the warmer, how authentic they are, how they come with a lifetime warranty. I'm going to tell them all that. I have a lot of stories, guys, that I share with my customers. My customers become my friends. I'm having a lot of conversations with them. I'm going to find out about them. I'm going to find out what they like. I want to know how many kids they got. I want to know how many pets they have, all the things. And then they're going to go in my phone as my friends, Scentsy customers. Fruity fragrances. Like I got a customer who called me yesterday. She loved fruity fragrances. Her name is Lisa. So in my phone, her name is Lisa Fruity Scents. Yes, so every time she called me, I know she wants the fruity scents. I got to ship them out to her today because we don't have fruity fragrances now. They're out of season, but because I know she like it, I always make sure I have some for her because I know she wants those year round. So in other words, guys, what I want to say to you, there's not one thing that I do. I do a lot of things. And I think a lot of times we just think that it doesn't fall in the lap, guys. It doesn't. If it falls in your lap, it's because you set it up. When you set things up, it does come to you. Like I've got several team members who joined this month. I have 7 new team members who joined this month. And guess what, guys? 3 of them came from a party. 3 came from a party. One of them I flipped. She's certified. The second one is certified. They're almost like $90 away from certified. Their first promotion. That's like a home run right there. And 2 of them joined because they found me on Facebook. One of them lived all the way in Idaho. Guys, because when you set things up for people to come to you. So we were on a Zoom call last night and some of my team members were saying that they were struggling trying to get people to sign up. And I said, what we need to do is work on bringing people to us. So what are we going to do to show people that this is something that they can do? So I started doing things online to show people how I work my business. I show people how I make my samples. I show people how I spread out my wax bars when they come. I show people when my fragrance flowers arrive, how I spread them out. Let them see that not only am I working my business, but people are buying this stuff. So you got to show them that. And then that gets people attention like, oh, this is something that I can do too. I bring my family into my business. My brother's here with me. My nephew's here with me. Yes. And I did a FaceTime this morning with my grand princess, and she's got all the Scentsy buddies in her place, right? So I'm just saying that there's no one answer, guys, to being successful. There's not one answer. I know a lot of times when I get the messages, people look for one answer. There is no one answer. There's a lot of things, guys. The biggest thing is that I don't quit. People quit before. When they see that it gets hard, they quit. I'm not a quitter. So that's the one big thing right there is that you don't quit. And I teach my kids this, like, whatever you start, finish. Because there's not going to be an easy fix in anything. There's not going to be a quick and easy turnaround either. You got to set things up. You set it up. I've been talking one-on-one with one of my team members who has been kind of facing some challenges. And so as we're chatting back and forth, I uncovered a lot of things that she had not even done. It's just too much room for growth out here. And I always tell people that wherever there's people, there's opportunity. So when you go to the store, that's an opportunity. When you go to the doctor, that's an opportunity. When you go get your car service, that's an opportunity. When you go to Starbucks, that's an opportunity. When you're on Facebook, there's opportunity. When you're on TikTok, there's opportunity. When you're on YouTube, there's opportunity. When you're on Instagram, there's opportunity. So don't be afraid of what people will say. That's another thing. People are so afraid, well, what's somebody going to say? Okay, so what? This is your business. This is your business. And then people question me often like, what else do you do? This is what I do. This is my business. This is my life. And this is what I love. This is what I enjoy. I don't have my traditional job anymore. I lost that. I worked it 37 years. I don't do that anymore. 4 years, full-time Scentsy, guys. And I'm loving it. I don't have any regrets at all because this business does work. But it works if we work. If we work, it works. It's not going to work sitting up on a shelf. We got to bring the thing off the shelf. But it will work if we work. And be excited about it and be happy that you're helping to change somebody's life. The biggest thing that I love most, if you ask me that question, what I love most about Scentsy is the opportunity. And the reason why I love it the most is because it's a big part of helping to change somebody's life, like it has changed my life. Guys, I don't know if you know this, but I got a daughter in dental school right now, she's studying to become a dentist. She's got 7 more months. She's 25 years old and does not work, never has worked. I've got to get that girl out of dental school, okay? And I lost my job when she graduated from undergrad. So since she's been in dental school, this is all I do, full time. But the plan that I have is to keep my calendar full. I have a plan. I have a plan, guys, to keep my calendar full with something to do all the time. I'm a planner. And the only way to be successful in anything is to plan. Now, I don't always get it right because I'm not perfect. But it's not about perfection. It's about showing up. You don't have to be perfect to be powerful, because I make a lot of bumbling, goofy mistakes. I do. And I made a lot of mistakes at the beginning and still making them, because my team members correct me all the time. I'm so okay with that. I'm very okay with constructive criticism. I'm always open-minded. But if you're not open-minded, you don't grow. Like yesterday, my team and I, what we do, we share a post every day to help others. So we call it post to your page. So yesterday I'm on the go. Get up early in the morning because I have to come here to my event. So I quickly put up there, I didn't say post to your page. I said pigs to your page. I didn't know I did that. Not only did I do it in one place, I did it in like 3 or 4 places. I said pigs to your page. And so one of my team members said, you said pigs to your page. I said, oh my gosh, I'm just laughing at how goofy that is, because I didn't even go back and proofread it to see that I did it wrong. But that's okay. They knew what I was talking about. They knew what I was saying. And I'm okay for them to call me out on that because I said pigs to your page. So we made a big joke out of it, because now we're doing pigs to your page now instead of post to your page. So you don't have to be perfect to be powerful. All you got to do is just have it in you to want it and go get it. Go get what's yours. That's all you got to have. You got that. You're halfway there. Go get it. If it's there, you go get it. And it's not going to come to you unless you set it up. And we can do it, guys. I mean, I'll be celebrating 16 years, guys, in December. So again, for those people who want to know if Scentsy works, it does. I'm living proof that it works. I'm wearing the shirt to prove it. You know what they always say, I have the proof of whatever it is anyway, I've lost the words right there. But I got the proof here, guys. My daughter is in dental school, and largely is because of Scentsy. One of my team members is a dentist, and she inspired my daughter to choose dentistry. So not only, since it's more than wax and warmers, it's about the relationships. It's about the community. It's about who is helping one another. So my friend helped encourage and inspire my daughter to choose dentistry. And because Scentsy has these amazing programs like scholarships, my daughter received a college scholarship from Scentsy. And she's traveled the world with me with Scentsy. So Scentsy is much more than the wax and warmers. It's about the relationships. It's about all the things. The list goes on and on, guys. And I'm still excited as if I just clicked the join button. I'm still excited, guys. And I think a lot of times when you lose excitement for something and you don't see it, you don't see the growth potential, and you may just want to quit because you don't see it. You don't have the vision for it. But I had the vision for it long time ago because, one, I'm a scent person. So I saw the vision right there. And then to pair it with the community and to pair it with the things that Scentsy does, it all just kind of come together. So that's what brought me into this space, is that I had a vision for this. And it's taken me to places that I've only dreamed about. I don't have a college scholarship. See that I'm messing up again. I went to college, but I don't have a degree. But what I love most about Scentsy is that it's allowed me to do things as if I had a degree, as if I had a doctorate degree. It's allowed me to do that. It's allowed me the flexibility, guys. It's allowed me to be here with my brother who had cancer. My brother had cancer, guys, right here with me. He's right here with me. My brother had cancer. It allowed me the flexibility to be there with him through his treatments. It allowed me to be there with mama when mama was sick. And that's how I ended up losing that other job, because I was right there with mama. So it allowed me to be there with mama. And that played a big part in mama being here, guys. That's what Scentsy has done for me. So when you second guess yourself and you second guess what Scentsy can do for you, look at people like me. It works, guys. It works with my very limited ability to do a lot of stuff, because a lot of things I don't know how to do. I rely on my team. Like, guys, I'm going to tell you, I purchased a Zoom account. I don't even know what I'm doing. I purchased a Zoom account, and we've been having these calls. For the first time I set up the Zoom, I did not record the first time. Like, oh my goodness, I forgot to hit the record button. Then the second time I did the Zoom, I hit the record button, but I don't know where it went. Like, where did the recording go? So, and the third time I did it again. I hit the recording, and I still didn't know. Well, it went to the Zoom account, but the first time it went into cyberspace. I don't know where it went. So I ended up putting it on YouTube. I finally found it. So we did a Zoom call last night, and I forgot to hit the recording button again. It was a good call. Like, that stuff just, see what I'm talking about? You don't have to be perfect to be powerful, because I keep making bumbling mistakes. Okay? But that's okay. I'm still getting the job done. That's all that matters. That you getting the job done. Doesn't matter how many times you mess up. And messing up just means that you're trying. If you don't mess up, it's because you have not tried. None of us are perfect. Even with the videos, it took me 7 years to do videos. 7 years. And it was because of the fear that I had. I kept thinking, now they're going to judge me if I go out here and say something goofy. Nobody cares. Nobody cares if you mess up. You showing up. I remember doing those silent videos and doing voiceovers and flipping the camera around because I ain't want to be seen. I went through that, guys. If you go to my YouTube channel, at the very beginning, you will see voiceovers. You will not see my face. You'll hear voiceovers, not my voice, it's somebody else's voice. All of that. I had to get out of my own way. So many times we overthink things. Guys, Scentsy is simple. And I find that even when it comes to people trying to start the business, they talk themselves out of it because they made it complex before they even start. Like, I had somebody I talked to not long ago, and I was talking to her about joining. And guess what she said? She said, well, I don't have any customers. But who has customers before you start? I didn't have any customers before I started. But I hear stuff like that. I don't have any customers. I don't have any potential customers. Don't worry about that. You're overthinking it. That comes. It will come. And we teach. We train. That comes. So I've heard that before. I've heard people say, well, I'm struggling because only my relatives and my friends buy it. It's because you're not trying to stretch. So there's an answer for all the problems that we have, guys. But it's just a matter of stretching. Are you ready to stretch? Are you ready to fly? Okay? Are you ready to do that? Are you ready? I am not an overthinker. Guys, I fly by the seat of my pants. That's something else I forgot to mention. When I come live, just like now, I'm flying by the seat of my pants. I don't have a script. I just fly. Whatever comes to mind, come up. And it may not even be right, but it's coming up. Because sometimes I go back and play my videos and I say, Don, why did I say that? Or did I forget to say that? But who cares? As long as you're getting the job done, that's all that matters. As long as you're helping to change lives one fragrance at a time, that's all that matters. One of my team members was asking about previous scents in the past. Like, girl, you're asking the wrong one, because I don't know. I'm going to tell you guys, I don't know the scents. I don't know them all. I don't know all the names. I don't know all the warmers. But guess what? I know where to find it if I need to. I know the resource. I know where to find it. But if you ask me about a scent from long time, it don't even have to be from long time ago, guys. It can be a current scent. You may ask me, what that scent smell like? I'm going to say, I don't know, because I don't know. I don't know. And people think that I know. I don't know, guys. And this is for real. I don't know. I don't have the answers. I'm just like that. But I know how to find stuff, okay? And if you say something to me about what you recommend, I'm going to try it. I'm going to try stuff. Even if I mess up, I'm sure going to try it. Only thing I have not done yet that I have not perfected. Now I've touched on a few times is Canva. Canva frightens me because I know I'm real challenged when it comes to technology, but my daughter knows how to do it though. And my team members know how to do it. So as long as my team members know how to do it and my daughter know how to do it, I'm good. I'm over here. I'm good over here. But what I will do is show up. That's what I will do. What I will do is not, what I will not do is quit. I won't quit. So those things are for sure are the things that I will do and will not do. So I'm going to ask some questions, guys, and I'm going to get some answers. So if it's something that I need an answer to, I'm not going to stop until I get it. That's just like, for example, next week when we work this event, next week we're working a Christmas event next week. It took me 14 years to get that event, guys, because I don't take no easily at all. Nope, I don't take no easily. I'm going to keep coming until I get a yes. I sure am. That's just how I am. So this particular event, it took me 14 years to get it, but I finally got it. And then I got another event that I worked last week before last, something like that. It took me 8 years to get that one because I'm coming, and I'm not going to stop. I sure am. That's just how I am. I tell you guys, they probably get tired of seeing me coming, but I'm coming. So, but anyway, I'm coming in a nice way too. I'm coming in a nice way, and I want people to know that this is something that this is what I do to take care of my family, and I got to keep coming because this is it. This is all I do. I don't have a traditional job anymore, but I love what I do. I love serving, and I love being able to see the things happen with my team members. I love seeing them smile. I love celebrating them. And I think that's the biggest joy that I get from doing this. Even with my customers, I saw a customer yesterday that I had seen in like before COVID. And when she came to see me, she said, "You don't know who I am." She had a mask on. I didn't recognize her face. She took the mask down like, oh my gosh. But I hadn't seen her like 7 or 8 years. So because let me tell you guys, before COVID, I truly did not have a follow-up system at all. Zero follow-up system. So during COVID, I opened up a VIP group on Facebook. So I have a QR code on my phone. I forgot to mention that because I didn't have a follow-up. Now I do. So I have a QR code on my phone that directs people to my VIP group. So when I'm out and about, I have people to scan it. So when I work my events, I have people to scan it. So a lot of times people will say, well, I'm on Facebook, have an account, but I really don't work it. That's okay. I want you to scan this so you can be in the group, so you can be in the know. That's so I grew my VIP group from 0 to almost 3,000 because I have this QR code on my phone. And it serves as my business card. So if I don't have my business card with me, if I'm in a store or someplace like that, people don't mind scanning the QR code. I know a lot of people have QR codes, but they have their QR codes for their website. I don't have it for my website. I have it for my VIP group because I want to stay connected with them. So when I add people to my VIP group, I'm going to say, "Thank you. It was so nice meeting you at Walmart in the parking lot." I'm going to say that so I can remember when I met them. I give them a message first, then I add them to the VIP group. And I have to approve them because I don't want scammers in there. And I don't have consultants in there either because this is for my customers only. So I send them a message, then I okay them to be in my VIP group. And that's where most things that I put over here is going into my VIP group. I don't have selected things that I put over there. I just put whatever I put over here over there. I make it real easy for me because I don't put a lot of thought into this stuff, guys. I just keep it simple, keep it basic is what I do. But it's gold to have that QR code on the phone because one, people are very skeptical about giving you their name and their phone number. But they'll scan a QR code. I just say, look, pull your phone out, go to your camera and hover over this QR code and scan it. Some of them want to take a picture of it. It's like, no, don't take a picture of it. Scan it. So I will watch them. So I say, okay, hit that little pink button that says join the group. It's pink. Hit that button. You're in there. So now I'm going to send your message. You're in just like that. So easy. So easy, guys. Like when I'm passing out these samples now, I am adding them to my VIP group. I'll say, okay, you got this sample. Since we're not connected, let's stay connected. Can you pull your phone out and scan this QR code? Boom. They never say no. Only time I get a no is when they're not on Facebook. Otherwise, they're saying yes. My success rate with that is 100%. They don't mind scanning the QR code. They sure don't. Get this sample, put it in your car. It's going to make the car smell good. Now, let's stay connected. Go ahead and scan this QR code. Just like that. Boom. So, guys, you see what I'm talking about? How I do so many things. And this video right here is going to go on YouTube also, because what I do over here, and sometimes I'll do a video on TikTok, and I'll say the video on TikTok, and I'll bring it over here and put it into my reels, and I'll add music to it. Sometimes I add a caption. I just learn all that stuff, guys. I didn't always know how to do that. I'm learning, and the stuff may not even be right, but I'm learning. So I put it in the reels, and then it goes automatically to the stories. So you see where I'm going with that? Stuff from the TikTok to the reels to the stories to YouTube. Putting all that stuff in, putting one video in multiple places. So that's some of the things that I do, guys. That's a whole lot, isn't it? That's a whole lot. Take that and pack that into 15 and a half years of doing stuff. And then one other thing I want to say. I just had a flashback this morning. I remember working this very small event, and it was in this recreational place that I worked in, and I can remember the spot that I was in. It was an old building. I remember every time I go somewhere, I gotta use the bathroom. I got to always potty all the time. So got ready to go to that bathroom. That bathroom was so nasty. It was like it was in like a closet. It was filthy nasty. Like, oh, all of a sudden I ain't have to use the bathroom anymore. Isn't that funny how the mind will trick you? The mind connects to that bladder, and that bladder said, you ain't got to go to the bathroom now. That's so funny. So, but my spot that I was in, I promise you, it looked like somebody puked on the floor. It was gross. So I took the table and put it on top of it just so I didn't want to eye that. I didn't want to look at it. I took the table and put it on top of it. I never saw it. In that particular event, guys, it was just, I think there were probably about 10 vendors there. And I made one sale. And that one sale was to another vendor. And we were there for about maybe 7 or 8 hours looking at each other. We were just looking at each other, going around, looking at each other's table because nobody came in there. The building was crappy. Puke was on the floor. The bathroom was nasty. It was a horror place. And I think I paid like $30 for the event. I didn't make the $30 back. But guess what, guys? Guess what came out of that? One of the other vendors, I always ask other vendors where they're going next. So one of the vendors told me about an amazing event. And that event lasts about 3 years. I grew my business like crazy during the 3 years because of that one connection. Sometimes it takes one thing to happen. That one person told me about a place that she went, and I worked there for like 3 years until they stopped doing it. And so much came out of me connecting from another vendor when I got nothing else went on in that event. So always know that something positive can come out of even a negative situation. I've heard so many people say they worked events, nobody came by, they didn't get anything sold, but it's about those connections. It's about those people that you meet and what you do with those connections that really matters. Okay, guys, love you. Take care. I hope these tips help somebody today. Bye, guys.